Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Just Kid Tay on another episode of Just Kid TV. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, post bell notification, get in the comments, show me some love, watch a commercial or two. You know what I'm saying? Join the Just Kid Nation. YouTube, we are in a safe and controlled environment. No ammunition is inside of the firearms. They are rendered empty and safe. Please monetize the video. So today I'm here to talk about, should you get a Glock clone or should you just get a Glock? Now I got it in the Taurus box, but this not a Taurus. It's a Dagger. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, YouTube, we are in a safe and controlled environment. All magazines are YouTube compliant. Please monetize the video. And of course, y'all know we got big G23. It's looking like I'm about to make the G23 popular, man. So, should you buy a Glock or a Glock clone? Preferably the Dagger, you know, because that's the best Glock clone to me. A lot of people talk about like grit grips and Nomad and all that other stuff. I'm straight. The PSA Dagger, that's the closest thing to a OEM performance, reliability, and durability as a Glock. Honestly, to me at least. Never had no issues out of the Daggers. Hundreds of rounds. I mean, I don't know what more you can ask for. But yeah, man, we're going to start with the Dagger, honestly. So we're going to start with like the grip. So the grip for me, the Dagger versus the Glock, man, the Dagger just taking the cake. First off, it doesn't have the finger grooves, which I kind of, at the moment, I don't have any gripes about it, but you don't have the finger grooves. Some people don't like them. I thought I wouldn't like it, honestly, even though I held them a couple times, you know, the Gen 4s and 3s. And at first I was like, I think I just want the, you know, the Gen 5 slim, smooth. But I'm like, it don't really bother me that much, you know what I'm saying? But the Dagger, man, they got that one bump right there. And they got that great undercut right there. You see it. The Dagger just takes the cake, man, with that grip. Like, the built-in beaver tail. Like, you got to put the beaver tail on those. Those right there. Man, the built-in beaver tail, man, you can get up really high on this firearm. The texturing is crazy. They got a little hump back there. It's kind of like a 2011 type grip, honestly. The point is very natural for me. Like, I point these, like, bro, like, shout out to DFA, man. They Glocks. Like, I don't know what else, you know. I know it don't say Glock, and I know, you know what I'm saying, got his own features, the trigger, you know. It's off the Gen 3 platform, which I, you know, highly recommend and would gravitate towards just because all the parts and, you know, just everything you can do to a Gen 3, you can make a Gen 3 into a Gen 5, in my opinion. So first off, that grip, man, Dagger versus the Glock, I'm going with the Dagger grip, bro. Like, it is what it is, fam. I just gripping these right now. I know this is the full size frame. I do have the compact also, but it's just the one that I like the full size frame. You know, that's my preferred combo. Full size frame, short slide, 19X. You know what I'm saying? 45 type vibes. So that frame off top, I gotta get to the Dagger, man. Round one, man. Round two, we're going with calibers. So as we all know, the Daggers only come at the moment in 9mm. But the Glock comes in about, you know, this size, you know, pistol, it comes in about, man. Well, really, they make every caliber in just about every configuration except 380 and 22. And, well, GAP, they kind of make a lot of, you know, selections in the GAPs also. But as far as like the, you know, the compact, They make the most calibers, I believe, in the compact. I don't know though. I mean, they kind of really make all the calibers in every configuration, kind of. So round two is going to the Glock calibers. You know, I can put this slide on there. Now I got a 19. You know what I'm saying? They're highly interchangeable, man, when it comes to them calibers. And that's honestly, guys, like I know a lot of people might think I'm, lying, but that's the only reason I even bought the Glock. I'm like, man, I want some more. I want different calibers. So I'm like, I don't want to just go and get a Glock 19. Like, I got a Glock 19. I don't want to just go get a Glock 45. I got a Glock 45. One thing you can't do with PSA from factory at the moment is have that thing say 40 or 45 or 357 SIG or 22 LR. Like, can't get around it, man. Can't get around the calibers that Glock has to offer. They're the only manufacturer to this day. So I'm kind of not even mad at them. It's going to make us appreciate them more when they, are actually discontinued and hard to find. So you might want to just go ahead and get you that G32, get you that G40, get you that G41, that G37. You might want to go ahead and get those if, you prefer those calibers and you love Glock, man. So round number two is going to the Glock, man. Calibers. You need calibers, bro. Like 9mm cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? You can stockpile it better. It's more readily available. The terminal ballistics are meeting, higher, bigger calibers at the moment. I wouldn't say they have the same stopping power or penetration power through barriers and whatnot, wood, steel, car doors and whatnot, drywall, but 9mm still gonna do it, man. The next category, Glock versus Glock clone, PSA dagger specifically. It's gonna be customization. I gotta go with the PSA dagger. I can get this thing customized any way I want, even when it comes to the colors. Like, if you're a colorful guy, you like, making your gun personalized, dressing it up how you want it. You want your gun to be your gun. You don't want it, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to the range and have somebody like, oh, I got that same setup. Man, you can customize it however you want, from the slides to the grips. Now they even got the Saber line of daggers. It's a couple enhanced features on the actual frame and the slide. I don't believe that they probably did change the trigger. I think they did change the trigger on the Sabers. But like, bro, you can't go wrong with building a dagger. Like I say, they only come in 9mm. I remember PSA did have a poll like the last SHOT Show saying like, hey guys, do you want like a G21 clone? Do you want a G26 clone? And I feel like they kind of knew that Glock patent was about to be up once again. I feel like they knew they were about to discontinue it. That's why they started putting out those ideas on, different caliber daggers. Cause like I say, man, like I love Glock. They started all this, but it's people done, people done outdid them at their own game in certain aspects. But the only thing Glock has above anybody, it's them calibers to me. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? This can take, magazines. This is interchangeable. Like I say, all I gotta do is swap out the slide, swap out the ejector, the extractor. That's about it. That's the Glock 22 YouTube compliant magazine. So I mean, if it came down to it, which I'm thinking about doing, I do have a black S frame from PSA that I really been thinking about making a G23X. And that's another thing, bro. That's gonna be a Gen 6. See, Gen 6 they finna bring out all the things that we kind of made on our own that we was able to make with like P80 frames and whatnot, and Dagger frames. They finna make G26. G26X's, which I think is gonna just have a light rail, but the 19 grip, or it could just have the light rail. Either or, I prefer it then. I'm just gonna keep it real. I prefer it then, cause then, like, I can really dress it, like, you know what I'm saying. And I do prefer the 19 grip for sure over like a stock 26 grip. I ain't gonna lie to you. I prefer them to just put that light rail on it and put that longer grip on it. Because me, if I had a G26, I'm never carrying a 10 round mag. Like, that's just me. That's like me having, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one weird thing, about like restricted states. Cause, you live in California, you got a 19X with a 10 round mag in it, but it looked the same. Like, come on, bro. That's kind of goofy. So to me, that's the same thing for the 26. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm not a toddler. I'm not trying to conceal it that much. So I prefer that Glock just say, put that light rail on it, make that grip a 19 size. Cause, at the end of the day, we running 15 rounds and up over here. Like, that's just me personally. So yeah, customization, the Dagger got to get that round. Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I know people, you know what I'm saying, say, oh, well, I can make the Glock. I'm not trying to be sending my stuff off and risking them messing it up, risking them not having the damn cut straight, or, not finishing the slide good after, or making it unreliable with the coating that they use. I'm straight on that, bro. So I'd rather just, if I'm going to get a customized firearm, Glock, platform, I'm going with the Dagger. And the last round is going to be reliability. Now, like I say, Gen 3 is kind of king. You can ask Glock armorers and guys who really, really shoot them guns. Like, they go the longest. Now, granted, you do have to get, in my opinion, you should get a metal guide rod recoil spring for the Gen 3s. That's one thing PSA did. They didn't cut costs on that. Shadow Systems, I believe. I think Shadow Systems got plastic recoil springs, man. Even Gen 4s and Gen 5s, they have plastic recoil springs. Like, that's not metal. This is plastic. That's metal. That's just a sleeve. You know what I'm saying? That's cool and all, but it's a reason Glock store is selling, tungsten guide rods, for all calibers. It's not just the 40 or the 9. It's for all calibers, It's just something that I feel like they kind of, cut corners on. But it'll still last thousands of rounds, honestly. And they're only about $10, Shout out to Midway USA. That's why I've been getting a lot of my parts from. Speaking of that, this is the LEO trade-in, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, fam. Y'all know me and them parts. We go together real bad. OEM, man. So I got a brand new Glock, y'all. OEM. And me personally, I just like to buy extra parts regardless. Like, y'all know me, man. I'm different. Like, I ain't no buy a gun and that's it type guy. Like, nah, I need the parts. I need everything, all the accessories. So reliability. Which one is more reliable? I mean, we got videos of PSA daggers getting up to 5,000+ rounds. And I mean, honestly, in my opinion, if a gun can go 5,000 rounds without having malfunction, ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Like, but we are going to just, pay homage and the utmost respect to the Glock name, you know what I'm saying? Because it started all the polymer wonders, of the world, especially of the United States. That's the polymer wonder capital of the world, So You know, by default, we just gotta give it to the Glock. You know, it's just been around for quite a while. Um, yes, they have made improvements flat out, you know, from putting the metal sleeve inside the actual magazines, because they used to be all polymer, just like those Magpul magazines that daggers come with. They used to be all polymer and they used to fail all the time. They would swell up, they would just crack. They weren't durable. So, you know, it took Glock about 20 years, guys, honestly, to quote unquote get to perfection. It took 20 years. Like, I know we were kids, we were children when they originally came out, or we weren't even born yet. But yeah, they didn't hit it out the park the first two generations, if we're going to keep it real. The first two generations, they didn't hit it out the park. They were great concepts. Everybody got the idea. You know, they just kept perfecting, you know, what they wanted to do. You know, his envision. They kept perfecting it. Like, that's the thing, bro. This might, like, it's sad to say, but this might become the new Glock. I don't know what I don't know what they gonna do for Gen 6, fam. But if Taurus keeps innovating and just, like I say, they get them calibers in, shit. They already make their own ammo. What's stopping them from making 357 SIG barrels, 40 slides? You know? What's stopping them? Like, especially if Glock finna start making it, like, man, they PSA, y'all gonna bust it wide open. So, man, I don't Gen 6, like, I don't like, I've been seeing renderings of it being an FCU, like, oh, that's cool, but I feel like they just missed the train on that, bro. They missed the train. Especially if they finna get rid of all them calibers. It don't even make no sense. If that's the case, all y'all need to make is the Glock 26X. You know, the Glock 33X. Like, that's all they really needed to do. Like, was just put the damn light rail and a longer grip on the baby Glocks. Like, do away with that baby Glock shit. Leave that for Gen 3, 4, 5. And for 6, you know, everything is like real application. Like, I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. But for durability, we're gonna get the Glock just off the scrim. They made the idea for this platform. They made the idea for a Smith and Wesson 1.0, 2.0, whatever. They made that idea for those things. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna just give it to, you know, the Glock, the OEM, Austrian, American Glock. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know. Besides honest caliber, which one? I mean, like, is it really a difference? Like, if I had a 45 and, you know, the S frame build, is it really a difference? Like, I mean, I understand, you know, parts, the whole, you know, the production of the parts, you know, the stressing of it, the coatings on them. I understand, you know, Glock, you know, they, like I say, 20 years, they perfected what they was doing. But that only made their job easier. Like, okay, what they had to do this, they had to do that. Okay, we can do that too. Like, that ain't nothing. We can do that too. And shit, PSA did it, man. Like, a lot of people hate on it, but it's like, bro, they work. I don't know what else you wanted to do. If I was to boom you with this, I can easily just go pick up another one tomorrow. Fully built. Like, fully build it out. Like, if I'm booming you with these and I'm spending over 6, it's like, damn, bro, I ain't trying to just, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Money don't grow on trees now. So in my opinion, I'm going with the Dagger, man. If we talking 9 mil, if we just stand in the 9 mil category, we ain't talking about all the other calibers. I'm going with 9 mil, bro. I mean, I'm going with the PSA Dagger, bro. You know, just I done shot, you know, Glocks and Daggers side by side. I'm shooting that Dagger better, fam. It is what it is. You know, I do like the 17. I've been thinking about getting the 47. You know, they done discontinued the 17. So in my opinion, I'm like the 47 better anyway because it take the 19 recoil spring and I could put a 19 or 17 slide on it. So I mean, what's the point in really even getting the 45 at this point? Just get the 47 because then you can put a 17 or a 19 slide on it. You know, but hey, man, what do Just to Kill know? You know, even though I predicted discontinuing of the Glocks, what do Just Kill know? Even though I predicted banning of the Glocks over a year ago, people thought I was tripping, people thought I was hating. Hey, man, that's on y'all, man. Make sure y'all get in the comments, like, share, subscribe, hit the post bell notification. We still got the range day coming. Shout out to Siley. Use my code, man, for the cat O, the new and improved version. You know what I'm saying? We still got that review coming. Been testing this out, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to Kill, we out.